So, you decided to take AP World History, huh? Well, guess what, Buckaroo? Me and Yousuf have some advice for you. I bet you're currently like this right now. But don't worry, we're here to help. Starting off with the first advice, don't be a dingus. Alright, so the first tip that I'm going to give you is to make sure that you are always, every time you finish a unit, you are doing the practice MCQs and the practice FRQs. It might sound kind of like, oh my god, the student is being acting like the teacher and he's giving us more work. No, don't be a dingus. I'm telling you, this will actually help you out. The biggest thing about this is you'll start to learn how the AP communicates. You'll start to realize that all the stuff that starts with the evaluate to the extent to this, blah, blah, blah. It won't seem as scary anymore when you're actually practicing it. So the MCQs, and other than that, the MCQs are just really good. You get used to the language, you finish up the unit, you get to know if this unit was to heavily in like your AP exam, then you would get to know the questions and what type they are, and you would get really good practice on them. And you don't need to worry about the time, but like in the beginning of the year, but definitely if you are moving forward, like by January, definitely start timing yourself. If you're doing like 10 questions, maybe set up a 11-minute timer and try to finish it under 10. But yeah, that's the time advice. Definitely, always. I'm showing you footage as to where you can find them. Always make sure you do the MCQs and the FRQs. The second best advice I would give you is to definitely pay attention when your teacher is giving a lecture or when you're watching a lecture. And sometimes, if you don't like the way your teacher is teaching, everybody learns differently. Make sure that you learn it somehow, because history is not a topic like math where a teacher teaches you a specific formula and you have to follow that formula, so you're very limited. History is very broad. You can the topic is the main thing, and the factual evidence can be learned anywhere. You can learn it on history.com, you can learn it on YouTube. But the best thing is always pay attention. Try to pay attention. If things are not adding up, maybe go on YouTube. There's channels like Oversimplified that are like my type. So whatever it is, it's make sure that you know your content. Because at the end of the day, when you're writing the DBQs and the SAQs, the only thing that's really going to help you the most on those, it's not going to be your skills. It's going to be your content. It's going to be, well, obviously your skills, but it's going to be how much you know your content. So make sure you're caught up on that. Make sure you know your content. Do not fall behind on the content stuff. All right, so my third and final advice before we hand it over to Yousuf is whatever you do, stay on top of your stuff. I know this is generic teacher advice, but take it I actually took it. Teachers have done it, but you can trust me, I swear. Please, stay on top of your stuff. It's only gonna help you. Sometimes I fell behind. I was like, I don't need to do this. And then when we actually went into a new chapter or we did a quiz, I was like, oh God, I needed to do that. Do not fall behind on your projects. Make sure you do your projects. This is an AP class. No one's going to babysit you around. It's at the end, it's your effort and what you put in it. So always make sure you're staying on top of your stuff, whether you get a project, whether you have an assignment, whether you have a quiz. Always make sure that you're always staying on top of your assignments. Now, without further ado, let's move into our friend Yousuf and see what advice he has to give us.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Let's go. I'm done with the AP World History exam. I'm about to play COD, 2K, everything. First advice would be take down notes. It's simple as ABC. Just write 4 to 5 bullet points about topics, about units, about something that you're confused about. Importantly, write down some notes about how to write some DBQs, how to write theses, how to write SAQs, how to answer multiple choices correctly, whatever you're confused about. And don't be lazy about it. Look, I know it sounds a lot. You have a lot of assignments throughout AP World History, but look, you won't have to read all of this. All you have to do is you'll have to answer the questions in it, and then you'll be good. And it'll be really helpful during your review sessions when you're trying to review for the AP World History exam. You won't have to go through a big book. You'll just have to go through a small notebook, read those 4 or 5 bullet points, and you'll know all about your topics, all about the units that you did in the beginning of the year. My advice number 2 for me is that abuse the AP website. Like, I don't mean by punch your computer or something. I mean, like, literally use it whenever you're confused. Like, for example, you're confused on topic 1, you're confused on topic 3 or 4, whatever. Go to the AP website, watch those daily videos, try those MCQs, try whatever you could. Literally abuse it. Like, just go to it whenever you're confused. Don't hesitate about using different website, different things. There's so many websites, there's so many YouTube channels, there's so many other sources. You have teachers, you have other students that are taking this class. Literally, I would say abuse the AP website. Literally, watch every daily video, watch every review session, use every practice MCQ. That's the best way you can practice for the AP exam. My last advice would be remember all the themes. Themes are very important. They come from MCQs, SAQs, DBQs, LEQs if you take them. We didn't take them this year, but I think it's helpful. Themes are basically like you can connect them to anything. You can connect them to any historical context. You can connect them to different letters, historical. You can connect historical events like pollution or how human environments affect anything. And one last thing I would say is good luck. You're not going to survive this class if you don't use my tips.
Cool. Good luck with AP.
Yeah.